I was listening to a young lady talk about the American economy versus the Chinese economy. And I don't want to go into her, what she was saying, because that's her post or whatever. But she was just basically comparing their model to our model, how the way they're doing things, the way they have built their economy, how it's working for them, and how our economy is failing and going backwards because the way we structured it is not sustainable. We focus on the look of having or success as opposed to actually making things and building things and getting things done. Like she said, one part she said in her video that we're more focused on the brand instead of the building. So, like I said, I don't want to, act like that was my idea. It was something that she was saying, but it made me think about something. As far as us as a people, as a society, as a country or whatever, and we're trying to figure out how to make our economy better and, get more people to work, things like that. I was thinking, and maybe I don't know it, maybe I don't know enough, maybe because I'm not an economist, I'm not a politician, I don't know the ins and outs. So if I'm wrong, let me know. Or if I don't know what I'm talking about, let me know. But I think that we should have shorter work days, but up the pay. So think about it like this. If you have shorter work days, say you have shifts, you have 4-hour shifts or whatever for 24 hours. Say you're a factory, 4-hour shifts, 24 hours, 4 hours, every person works 4 hours. So that means if there's 24 hours in a day, that means there's 6 shifts for 6 different people, depending on what time it is. You know what I'm saying? So you can have 6 different people working for 4 hours. But with that, if the factory is paying like $20 for you working 8 hours or 10 hours or whatever the case may be, then pay $40. Pay $40 for 4 hours. It's the same thing as working 8 hours, but now you got more people working and making the same amount of money. Now, I don't know if that's sustainable, but at least more people that will cut down on unemployment, give people a living wage, whatever the living wage might be, for people to be sustained, people can sustain in their lifestyle or can just be above the poverty, line, you know what I'm saying? So they can pay their rent, pay the bills. So the more people that are working, that's more money going back into the economy. That's my understanding of it. If more people work, they buy more things, that's more money going back into the economy. So if you have 24 hours, you got 4-hour shifts, that means you got 6 people as opposed to 8-hour shifts for 3 people. Now you just doubled your workforce. Now that takes away from the unemployment. So there are less people unemployed, and then people are not worked as much. It's not stressed as much. You know what I'm saying? You go to work 4 hours, do your job, and you're out of there. Instead of sitting there waiting and you're drudging on through and you're regretting going to work and you're like, oh my God, I want to go 8 hours my whole day. Or you go to work, do what you want to do. And maybe you might even have enough in you to go get a second job where you can make more money, but at least that gives people more opportunity. So they say, hey, we ain't hiring because we got the shifts filled. Yeah, that's for 3 people for that shift. But now you got 6 people. So now you can hire on more people, pay them more money. Everybody making more money. You put more money back into the economy and everything. Everybody's happy to an extent till they find something else wrong with it, till they find a way to try to get over on us. But if you think about the people, think about the country, think about the government, think about how we're trying to get ourselves back in order because this administration is gutting everything we're doing and they tearing the bottom out this whole system. Then we got to do something new. We got to do something innovative. We got to start and try to, make something happen and show people that you can go to work. You don't have to go to work at a factory and drudge along 8 hours a day, breaking yourself, killing yourself. Now your life expectancy is longer. That's just my idea. What you guys think? Tell me what y'all think. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm naive. Or maybe I may be ignorant to how this all works or whatever. But I think that just makes more sense. I know there's a lot of details and things that go into it that might, that where it might make that not a good idea. But I think on the surface, I think that's a damn good idea. What y'all think?